these teachers, this what we are molding your mind, trying to have a better lecturers into the classroom, going and sharing knowledge with our students.
O'Neill, I feel enthusiastic about this. Like Reverend Gates said, this is the first time, if I'm not mistaken, to the best of my knowledge, to bring 100 English teachers together. And it is not just about English. Moving forward, like other countries that have subject associations, where a group of teachers in a particular discipline can form themselves into a union, and they are able to solve each other problems. The brightest are able to continuously invite people to help themselves improve the sector. You know, I often tell people, and this goes to my principles, why should I have an English teacher and the students went for WIAC? You send 50 students and only 30 pass. You send 50 students to WIAC and only only 10 pass in English. Why should he be there? What are you doing about even building the capacity of that English language teacher? To me, English is just a script jacket stuff. And O'Neill, Liberia should be the best English speaking country in West Africa, because I want to believe we don't have any other language. We don't have a national language like Nigeria, Ghana. They have to learn, prioritize their national language, and do the English. We only have one, and for God's sake, we came out of America. So our educational system is built after the great United States. Why are we so much behind in some of these things? And so I admire this partnership, not just with Dr. Nelson, but I think you are aware that the USAID is sponsoring currently 197 students in the ECE and primary education program. I believe, given in the next 5 to 10 years, given this kind of partnership, these 100 English language teachers from senior high who are going to transfer that knowledge and whatever skills they're going to learn to those students, that will be a massive improved outcome. And that is what I look forward to see. I look forward to see that English language among the rest of the West African countries, Liberia can compete. For if you look at the statistics, Liberia is far behind when it comes to English. And yet we are the only country that have English as an official language and as a national language. So we need to close this gap. And moving forward as an institution like COSIS, we want to conduct similar things for mathematics. By the time we are able to get the experts who are willing to do the kind of sacrifices that Dr. Nelson has done, we're going to bring them in country, even those that are in country. Someone told me in the chat room, why do we have to go all the way to America to bring someone? And I'm like, you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's not just someone with 44 years of English language teaching skills. And so this workshop is not just about transferring knowledge, it's a training that's going to give them hands-on skills. And Dr. Nelson had told me, after that, we're going to create a WhatsApp group just for these 100 teachers, and they're going to communicate with him every time.
Okay.
When you have issues, you put it in the chat room, and he's going to give you some responses through email and other stuff.
So at the end of the day, having gone through this training, what do you hope to achieve? 100? How do you send it across the country? Or the counties? What do you hope to achieve?
Currently, the plan is not currently to extend. This is the first edition, and we are limiting it to 100 participants. Currently, we have up to 50 persons who have registered, and maybe towards the end, I will give the registration procedure. Firstly, it is primarily for senior high English teachers, but there are people who are, Dr. Nelson was telling me from this workshop, there are people who are junior high English teachers. They have already started expressing concern. Each participant going to get a certificate at the end. The fee is 1,000 Liberian dollars, and is for the 1,000 is for the 2 days of feeding. We're going to free breakfast.
How long is it? How long?
2 days.
Or 2 days?
So from 8
nine to four.
9 to 4. It's an entire day, and I'm just hoping that Dr. Nelson will have the energy, but he always has, 9 to 4. So you have breakfast and you have lunch for 2 days, and then you have a certificate at the end of the workshop for only $1,000 Liberian dollars. And again, we only have space for 100 participants, nothing more than that.
Okay, that's more than that. The voice of Dr. Benjamin Way. We also have Dr. Randy Nelson. He's not his first time on the breakfast show this morning. And of course, Reverend Gete with us. If you have some questions, if you've been following up, you can ask. Let's make this interactive and get the lines activated. 0770 153 265, 0770 153 265. Wired skills empowerment for the classroom, for the English classroom. I love you how to put it at this. Wired skills empowerment for the English classroom. A seminar for secondary English teachers as well. To the seminar, the 31st and that of the 1st of August. Let's pick our first call on the line. 0770 153 265. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
I just for a class teacher. I was the thing that I'm listening for is not supposed to educational sector of the period and to the way is one of my mentors when it comes to the educational sector. I want to know if there is room or there are rooms to accommodate other subject teachers besides English teachers. Because we as teachers we should be fluent with the English language because we communicate in the classroom through the English language. So I hope that they can both be able to accommodate other subject teachers who may have the interest in enhancing their speaking skill or communication skill. Because effective communication is a tool for teaching. So I hope that they can also reconsider that they are learning to an English teacher. And then what they give us the venue, the time, and the cost. And certificate will be issued also.
Okay. All right, he'll respond to that. Let's hope it's taking points down. Thank you. Let's pick another call on the line. 0770 153 265. Let's this one on the line. Good morning. Morning. Go ahead. Okay. Decentralization. What are you going to decentralize? Are you going to answer all of your questions? Let's get more calls on the line. Good morning. Morning. You have to be audible. I'm struggling to hear you. Go ahead. Okay. Okay, keep listening to answer all of your questions. Let's call the lines up with this person. Morning, move from the radio. Morning. Morning, please be audible. Morning, go ahead. Okay, that's your concern. Thank you so much. Let me see. I got one more call going from this person through the line this morning. Okay, let's see. We can go this caller. Good morning. Morning. You won't walk away from the monitor. I'm hearing myself in the background. Abra, go ahead. Okay. Registration process. I mean, the lines just jamming back and forth. The calls keep coming in. This should be our last going through. Morning. You're talking about teachers anyway. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This should be a one more call. The call still coming in back and forth. Okay, let's leave it for the caller segment now. Dr. Wade, Dr. Nelson, you can respond to the caller. Yes,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So let me go. Let me go first. Then Dr. Nelson will close. Go to half. So I see the eagerness, like Dr. Nelson talked about, and this is becoming very contagious in Liberia. One of the instructors at Lacoste, who is new, he went to the classroom and he said the students want to chew everything out of him. I don't know where this zeal about learning is really coming from. But again, as a planner, we have an objective. And I hear a lot of the callers talking about professionals from outside, university students, and other subject teachers. When we were planning, we have an objective, and we want the skills that's going to be given to these 100 participants. We want to follow up their various schools to see how they have been able to improve the learning outcome of the students. So we are very direct, firstly, that we are targeting 100 secondary English language teachers. We want to make a specific impact. Apparently, given the fact that Dr. Nelson usually comes to Liberia, we're going to play others, and it's not going to be in Monrovia now. Dr. Nelson, you have to go some part of Liberia, maybe Grand Bassa. You've come to Monrovia twice. And so, yes, so that is it. We are targeting secondary English teachers. There are more than thousands of them, even in Maserado, so we only want 100. The venue is at Lacoste's Kisikiam campus. The venue is prepared and ready to host that 100 participants. It's from July 31st to August 1. 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Breakfast and lunch will be served. The cost is $1,000 Liberian dollars. $1,000 Liberian dollars. That goes toward the 2 days of feeding of the participants. The registration process, you don't want to be paying $1,000 and you pay your way from all the way Broadview. So you can send your $1,000 to 0886 088 440. That's 0886 088 440. That's Lacoste's mobile money account. You see Liberian Cooperative Standard. So you when you send that amount, you can call 0775 71 72 10 0775 71 72 10 to confirm that your amount has been sent and your name will be jotted down. Keep that message on the morning of the workshop and just show it to the registration booth, and then you will be allowed entry. I think so far from my end, those are the information I'd like to get.
Okay, yes. So, yes, Dr. Nelson, you follow up the callers.
Yeah, what I would like to add to the conversation is I've had numerous conversations with people about how to move some of this training away from Monrovia. This is actually my 6th visit to Liberia, but most of my time has been spent here. I did take a trip a few years ago out to Ganta for a day, but other than that, I've stayed, located here very centrally within the Monrovia area. There's a real need for training in the other counties. I've heard numerous people say that it's important to branch out and to move into areas that don't have as many opportunities as the people in the Monrovia area have. I'm willing to do that, and in many ways eager to do that. For me, it's a matter of working out the logistics of accomplishing that. I've had numerous conversations with Reverend Gaete about that very issue. The desire is there. The program material is essentially there. It's how to carry it out that is always of concern to me, in part because I don't know the terrain. I don't know the counties, and I don't know the facilities. There are so many unknowns for me. So it's a matter of figuring out how to manage the logistics of such a plan.
Don't worry. In all of our countries, we got 5-star hotels.
And I don't even need that. I just, I need much less.
I know.
But it's just a matter of sorting it out for me as to how to carry it out.
Okay, yeah. So, Reverend Guilty, you can throw light on some concern from the callers.
Yes. Most of the callers that call from outside talk about decentralization. Yes, they both have said it. There's a plan, but if you do a hasty plan, you can't get it done well. So yes, we have planned for decentralization, and in the near future, you'll get to receive our team. And secondly, a lot of people talking about coming to the workshop from different professional areas. Well, it, you may be invited to come there, but the focus is high school English teachers, and it comes from the background that the report that Wyatt gives you know, uh, does not give our country a good image. So we want to see how we can do a pilot test with these English teachers from the high school that will, try to see how they can implement it for the coming year and see how we evaluate it. So we don't looking for professional people that will go to different areas because they want to be fluent in English. We want people that will go back and train our people.
All right. Go back and train our people. Yes, let's take part in comment. Let's start with Dr. Brendan Nelson. Great seeing you again. Hope to see you more.
Thank you. And thank you. I appreciate that so much. And what I want to add to this conversation, when I was here in December, I attended the Liberia National Education Conference. And the focus of that was it involved being globally competitive and how to help Liberian students become globally competitive. And part of what I want to say this morning is if we prepare our Liberian teachers to prepare our Liberian students to be excellent in English, it will make a real change. English impacts every other subject. If you're studying history, law, psychology, I could go down the line of all the professional and academic areas. English impacts all of it. And when Liberian students leave the education system with a strong, accurate, precise background in English that is also underpinned by an ability to use the English language effectively in writing, in oral presentations, and when it's also underpinned by an ability to do critical thinking. We can't leave that out of the mix. To use critical thinking skills in conjunction with literature, in conjunction with writing, in conjunction with communicating in really any profession. When students learn those critical thinking skills and have the linguistic skills necessary for powerful communication, they can be globally competitive. If they are shortchanged in those things, or if those things simply don't happen well, they will always be at a disadvantage. Liberian students, Liberian citizens deserve the best.
Okay. Liberian citizens, Liberian students deserve the best. That we just close up in a minute.
Thank you. So I'm calling on all principals of high schools to take this initiative seriously. It is not just about complaining about the outcome of WIAC in your school. It's about building the capacity of the teachers. And sometimes what we do as principals to just bring a group of teachers together, bring people to talk to all of them at the same time. Sometimes it is not focused, it's not strategic. So this provide an opportunity for you to single out the English teacher and build his capacity. And as Liberia is in transition, I believe we have to build the capacity of each of us. Even you that is in that classroom, maybe your principal is not sending you. For me, I feel that the school should take the responsibility of sending the English teacher. But if it is not, and you are an English teacher, it is you that want to make yourself competitive. It is you that want to build your capacity. So you don't want to miss this opportunity, because in the future, this certificate or this knowledge might just be what will put you on a competitive edge with your compatriots in the new Liberia that we foresee. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Benjamin Wade, Dr. Randy Nelson, that of Reverend get closing us up on this first segment of the True Breakfast Show. Definitely going to follow up on this 2 days training on the 31st of July and that of the 1st of August. Best of luck. Well, let's get a break. We'll come back. We'll bring on District number 4,
So
representative of liability coming up shortly right after this one.
thank you. Is that weird? That
Recording? He's asking whether he can get a recording. Is it possible? It's on the line. It's online. You do a True Breakfast Show. Is there a way to get just the audio recorded? I was trying it. Oh, wait. Let's get this Yo, thank you.
It's a nice song right here from Peter Coors, a library musician. Yes, based in that of Senegal. Yes, nice piece of song, still alive. Keep your dreams alive. It's right here on 96.1, 91 days to election, my people, in a simple library English way. Within this period, a lot of things will happen. You be surprised, you get some shocking news, you get some support, and all of that. But in the midst of all, country first. Yes, election will definitely come and go. I mean, so if you're creating the wounds, opposition, don't go too deep. You need that support in the second round. This election, there will be a second round. You're looking on that. So all the political parties I'm seeing, one round victory. Remember the CPP say one round victory, or Unity Party says one round victory. The coalition for democratic change shall do print out a flyer and say yes, sounding, resounding. Let me just add a word to it. Resounding one round victory. Well, we'll have a runoff. So it's time to prepare yourself for the runoff. I mean, election will definitely come and go, like I said, but Liberia still remains. This is our country in the midst of our, country phrase, right? As on 96.1, I anticipate Dishcray, number 4, representing as parent. Liability will settle for shortly. Then 9:15, we have the theme from the Coalition for Democratic Change. You know, the CDC had a primary a couple of weeks, right? We discussing the outcome of the primary. So we have some observer of the CDC that was settled us on the TVS to talk about. There was some dissatisfaction with the primary results. So we talking with them appearing this morning on the breakfast show 9:15. From the CDC, we'll have Jimmy Tobe, Rosetta Jones, and Alison Backham. They will be with us on the breakfast show in the midst of law. Country phrase. And I'm screaming this morning. That's why I love politicians here in America. I say, yes, God bless America and make the country great. For Liberia in the midst of our country phrase. So it's a pleasure to have him in studio. I hope the camera capture him. District number 4, Representative Hopeful, in presence of likability. And I invited him, extended my invitation, and he said, well, I agree to sit on your network, on your platform, to discuss issue of the district and some national concern. So it's a pleasure to have liability with me this morning. Good morning to you, Lai.
Good morning, O'Neill. Good morning, TBS. Good morning to the peace loving people of Station number 4. Good morning, Liberia.
Great. So start going. How you doing? Health wise, are you okay? Before we started the flight, everything okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. It's just that the rainy season, a lot of people getting sick. We're not used to this cold, but hey, we yeah.
Great. The simple like bro with that. How is it? How is it going? Have you gone through the first phase of the process of elections commission? The process ends on Friday. There are some still struggling to go through the have to self register. Have you done so?
Yes, I have. Of all the work we have been doing in the past, um, one thing for sure, this election process, we actually did not expect the way, it was presented. So it was kind of, heavy for us, but we went through it and we were successful.
Great. How is the process so far? I mean, since declaring you one of the few aspirants that came almost 2 years ago. Normally, people wait for like 6 months,
3 years.
almost 3 years back. I'm saying that yes, this is the decision I want to represent my people of district. This district, more than 79,000 registrants. I mean, how is it going?
Well, actually, it has reduced to 75,515 because, NEC did, verification, and there were a lot of people that duplicated their voter registration card. Some people were not, eligible to get that card. So after all of the, validation, yeah, from 79,000 now we have reduced to 75,000. But the process we have been in it, and we've been doing the people's work. Uh, as we stand, everything that we've been working on, nothing is possible without God. We keep working, but we know for sure that definitely with the help of the Almighty, we can definitely make it.
It's a stressful thing. I mean, you are Director General of True FM. Being a Director General, and at the same time, crossing the cross is something stressful. How is your team coping up with this one as we get close to elections?
I always tell my fellow young people or anybody that I know, whenever you are into an organization or a company, you should build an institution. It shouldn't be something that without you, it can move. This is the reason why, I'm into politics and also running my businesses. So once you set up the platform, once you set up a good foundation, you don't necessarily have to be there before things move. So it has not been stressful. It's been, something that we've been building through the years, over the past 10 years. Politics, say politics was, yes, being there for the people and doing the right thing. So it's nothing too big.
Nothing too big. Nothing too big. I mean, you saw this coming. Let me just ask you prior to you coming up, and someone said, one of the hard questions, the BBC question should be asked. I think that's from a lawmaker, David Kuti.
Yeah.
Anyway, but you saw this coming a few years ago. You came from the US. You still school there. You saw that one of these days. That's you're going to contest in the house.
No, not really. First of all, I hated politics. Um, Even yourself, I'm not friends with any politicians because of the deceit and the lies and everything. But when you want to see things happening and you don't see it, once you can do it, you don't see anybody else except will do it. So I mean, we've been into youth empowerment, we've been into change, making uh, developmental changes. So we see as well, we see it prudent enough to get into the government. It's not that we can be in the private sector to do it, but we want to do more, and we want to do more for the country. We did what we had to do in the private sector. So, now that we are into politics now, we want to change the whole country. We just don't want to keep a small amount of people happy. We want to make the whole country happy now. We want to see changes, so we have to start from this level until we move up.
When you move out to the people, I mean, when you go visit the various communities in district number 4, very populated district, your district, yeah, is just one county, I will say to so one. I say, in fact, the whole Bombing County, you can take Bombing County, are part of Kidman there. These are number of voters just in district number 4. So you could, this district alone can help you make a precedent as well.
Indeed.
With the amount of registry. When you go to the, what do you hear from them? What do you say to them?
I can just say that I'm the only contestant. We have other contestants in the race as well. At the end of the day, people that support me will continue to support me. People that support them will continue to support them. But at the end of the day, the silent voters are the one that going to make the decision. They are the one that actually say, I would say there are three. People say there are two sides of every story, but I would tell you there are three sides of every story: your side, my side, and the truth. You understand? So I will do my best, and the truth. That make it three. So I will do my part. They will do their part, but the silent voter will make the final decision. They will know who's saying the truth. They will know who actually want to make the change. So, politicians, I'm not a typical one. I am a politician, but I'm not a typical one. I just want to see the right thing happening. I ain't even going. I'm going down, bro. I'm not. No. I didn't say I'm not a politician. I am a
I just
politician.
say I'm not a politician, but they brought me on board.
No.
But you are a politician.
Yes,
now.
I'm not your typical one.
Okay.
I would say
You're not a typical
I'm
one.
not your typical one because once you are into a position, you are running for a position and make your position.
What difference you want to make is this, right?
Oh,
I mean, your name is a household name, not just in district number 4 will often. That's liability cut across, I mean, the land and bread of this country, not just this district. What different representation you want to make for this district?
like you said you want to. You want to is different from what I've been doing. There are people that are into the race now. They will tell you, say, I will do this, I will do that. But for me, I've been working for the past 10 to 11 years. I've been in the country since 2012 and been working, So the changes that I want to make, I've already been working with it. I've already been doing it. But now I want to do bigger. You understand? It's harder for the private sector now. I always tell people the change you want to see, you have to be that change. And I can't be trusting other people saying that, oh, I'll put this person there when I'm not to make that change. I've been working towards that change. Everybody know that liability is not somebody who just coming into politics without anything. I came with something on board, and my strength is to work with that something and make that positive change within not just in District Number 4, but within Liberia. District Number 4 would take a huge chunk of it, but I will work towards making that huge change within the country.
Great. Let's look at your platform. I mean, not people don't concentrate on platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going with a mindset. That's why you want to. That's why you present to the people.
Mm-hmm.
People of district number 4, I'm likability. If you're given the opportunity to represent you, these are things I'm about to do. This is my platform. You can count and trust on me. Let's look at your platform.
Yeah, like you said, there are people that will say, I will. You understand? When I win, I will do this, I will do that. My platform is something that I've been working with. You understand? So it's, we have the Women Empowerment Program, we have education, we have entertainment, we have sport, we have security, we have youth empowerment. These are things that I've been doing. I won't tell you, say, oh, I'll say agriculture as if I don't care about it, but I do care, but it is not something that I'm used to, that I will tell you that it's part of my platform. But since I've been in politics, there are people that have interest in that in the various communities. So I can tell you that I know exactly what is going on there, but sitting with them, listening to them, knowing the fact that, oh, this is what we are into, and I'm investing in it. But it is not, from my knowledge, to say, okay, I know a lot about agriculture or this or that. But since I got into politics, I've learned a lot, and my doors and windows are open to learn more. Once it has to do with the development of the community, I'm part of it 100%. So everything you see on my platform is something that there are things that we have to prioritize, especially now in the country, especially rainy season. As you can see, security over there is very much important. We've been working with the various communities to make sure that we have I would like to say night watch. team out there to make sure that the community is safe. Um, so there are a lot of things. The media is there to speak on issues that are surrounding not just the country but issue number four as well. So as you can see, the youth empowerment, that's self explanatory. Everything you see on my platform is something that I've been doing, but your typical politician will tell you that when I win, I will do this, I will do that. But at the end of the day, for me, my platform definitely explains itself.
Okay, great. The platform definitely explains itself. Like ability is district number four, Representative Hope for, and of course, you have gone through stage one from the registration exercise at the National Elections Commission. You're going to be on the party though, from the collaborating political party, the CPP. Uh, so on the same, it's a good decision. Lai could make a good representative. This same could make a good representative, but if the young people would definitely entrust him, which of course they should do, in other words, to have a good district. Now let's get to this. If like your first 100 days into office, there are so many will make some promises. In my 100 days working, this is what I'm going to do. I'm hope to achieve this in 100 days time.
I won't tell you that I know exactly what I would do for the 100 days, but the very first thing I would do after election, when we have definitely, won the district, I would tell you that I would sit with, all of the candidates that that participated in the exercise, because we all have different platforms. You understand?
Sure.
What I believe in, may be different from other people. And politics, people always tell you, don't be friends with your opponent, this and that. I'm not into all that. But the plan is to sit with them. Uh, their platform may be different from my platform, and each and every candidate, they are from different community. So of course they'll put our community needs at first. So I will definitely sit with them. Whatever plans they have for the various communities within District Number Four, I'll first sit, reconcile with them, and work along with them to make sure that District Number Four becomes second to none after 2023. Because it's not this. This is something that I don't want to tell you that now you just want a job and you get money from government. Uh, thank God I'm able to handle myself, but I want to see changes. It's not that I'm trying to get there to get money and put it in my pocket. No, I want to see changes, and the right thing has to be done, regardless of whoever I want to do anything within the district. Once you don't have that mindset, that you know, that will help the people of District Number Four to 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 develop their various communities, to help with their various communities' needs and wants. Then you are in the wrong place. But I'm happy that this position that we are going for, we have been working. We're all in God's hands. So I won't tell you, I'll be a role, I'll do this. It takes time for things to develop. To those that are listening, if you think that coming here to lie to you on what I would do to gain your interest, that won't
You
happen.
don't, you don't want to give that favor. You say, well,
No, not
maybe
that.
like I'm going to build a role from double role and put a all bridge straight to fender.
I mean, all I say, that normally it's just to gain people, just to gain favor of people. But the idea, what I believe in, may be different from the person I go and sit with. You understand? XYZ may be contestant, but my plan is to sit with every contestant and tell them like, hey, I understand if the decision of the people were not in your favor, but I would love to.
The issue that's going to hold because I'm saying district number four
Yeah.
politics now is getting so deep. The fight on the social media, it just
I-
getting
no,
like
no,
district
I-
number two. Just remind me, the fight in district four now is just intensifying day by day. Are you distracted or just focus on what you want to achieve?
The thing is, with you, I'm not one of those guys that fight with people. You understand? Maybe others are fighting each other. You know, politics. The way I see it, your supporters may be different from our supporter. Like I said, your side, my side, and the truth.
The beauty of democracy.
Yes. So I'm not cussing anybody on Facebook. I'm not, you know, insulting anybody in any way, shape, or form. But I know the market that I'm selling. I'm selling myself. So when I win, nobody will tell me, "Oh my man, you cost me on internet. You did this." No, I'm not into that. My politics is very clean. You know, understand. So if maybe if any candidate had issue with me, would be, I mean, I just don't like it, and which of course I have to, you know, accept. We have individual differences. So you may not like my business because maybe I'm a dark skinned person, or maybe you know, like everybody have that issues. So those that are willing to sit with me to, you know, to see the impact in our various communities, of course I will sit with them and we all will work together. Let me tell you, to move a mountain, one man cannot do it. You need a team. You understand? So all those that participated, I mean, I would say, you know, in the future after we are, you know, we definitely win the district, we'll sit with those people and say, look, my man, sorry, it ain't go your way, but at least let we work together. You understand? So I have never been somebody who played dirty politics. It's not my way. Yeah.
Sometimes people attack you for the
No, you can't attack
I'm
me.
not saying it.
Yeah, you
I'm reading a couple of comments on the social media,
yeah.
and I'm seeing, well, is that to claim your attention or what?
Yeah, probably, and most of, you know, nowadays in
So
politics.
Liberia says, yeah, let's hit him high. When we hit him high, then we'll get his attention. So what?
Nowadays in politics, when you, especially those that are in bureau camps, they are all young people, and these are my friends, you know. And when you come at me on social media, I see you as somebody who is being told to do what you are doing. You understand? So I don't see anytime young people attack me, because you know definitely that liability has not done anything to wrong the society. You know, you understand me? So when I see these kind of insults or whatever they have to say, I accept it because I know that's not them. You know, I've always been there for the young people. I'll always be there for the young people because I believe in generation, you know, change. So it's about time that we start something new. When you let's look at Liberia for instance. And things are not okay, honestly speaking. If I have to talk about the top five Liberian restaurant or the top five restaurant in Liberia, you're not from one Liberian restaurant.
So the top five
Restaurant.
like new restaurant.
No. The top five restaurant in Liberia. Not Liberian only.
Yeah, not only,
No. The top five, let's say businesses. Not Liberian
not
only.
like.
Not
I
Liberian.
mean, you're bringing something to my attention.
Yes.
Start that finger with the top five. I
The
mean,
top five restaurant in Liberia. They will tell you, I guarantee you, they're not Liberian only. Top five hotel in Liberia. They're not Liberian only.
why?
Chief, and then it changes. Instead of talking about it, be the change.
Mhm.
We're trying to make that change. You know, I can just talk about it on radio.
And in other countries, you see, the locals have been controlling their own businesses.
Yes.
But what we do, the young people, I mean, you said something, man.
Yeah, Chief. Let's be honest. Uh, we thank God I'm not a typical politician. I have been in my corner, minding my business, but I'm tired of these things. To be very honest with you, you know, businesses in Liberia, they are not the way it used to be. You understand? Uh, the young people are now being used for the wrong reasons. You understand? Because we are the decision makers. You come, you don't pour in school, you don't take care of us, but time for voting, you can get up peanut, they will say, oh, yeah, go vote you. And you get there, you forget about your country. It's all about yourself. You know, I want to see change, honestly. The change, I didn't know that I was going to be in politics. Everything that I did in the past, I see the reason why I did it. I wanted to make that change, and I did. And I'm seeing the change. But I want to go national now. You know, a lot of people don't look into this. To be very frank, we Liberia, we need to change our mindset. We need to change our mindset. When you look at before you start to build a skyscraper, you must set a foundation. The foundation has to be very strong, has to be very thick and firm. But look at our foundation. It's not strong. Look in the street on you. It pains me to see my fellow young men
looking at Lepo butting it because he's using drugs. He's using substances that cannot help him in the future. If that drugs clear out from that man's eyes, you go and talk to that young man. He will think I was attending school, but I couldn't afford to continue. I live in a country that we will go and take money from companies internationally for our selfish gain because of brown envelope and don't want to see the development of the people. I'm sick of it. I can't trust me. When I went to there tomorrow, maybe me for other people with brown envelope, but not me. God first, but the little I have, I can maintain it. Money have never moved me.
I mean, the young people are the ones who have been using this decision.
Yeah.
Mean, I'm seeing a lot of hate. The young people are the one who've been used. I keep saying it.
Yes.
They're the one that a decision maker. They're the one who want to stay in the rain, on the sun, and make the decision. But what are the interests of them are then being put in place?
Yes, the interest of them I'm going forth. But before you speak about the young people, you have to look at the parenting. You understand me? Only let me honest here. With you and I, when we were younger, when somebody tells you, "Oh, I'm going to tell your pal, I'm going to tell your mom," hey, you scared. You tell the person sorry. Oh, you will do everything to have that person to just for that person to tell your mom that you did wrong or not to tell your pal you did wrong. But these days, I'm going to tell them I'm going to tell what you do. But back then, we were disciplined. These days, kids are not disciplined. It's not like that anymore. You understand? And now, Liberia, education is very expensive in our country. Why? It's very expensive in our country. There are young people that want to go to school, but unfortunately, their parents, their family cannot afford it. I don't care about budget passing, we put in 5 million in the player, put 5 million in the player, put billions of dollars into education. Make school cheap. Chief, trust me. As soon as I get more money in Liberia, when you get more money, you go pay behind the horse money. You say you go to Ministry of Education and get certificate, boom, you now start school. Can we have qualified institution that will call school to help our young people? Do you know just in do you not mean school yet? Anybody can jump on and say they have in school. Look, I'm not trying to say that I'm pointing at this government or the past government, but I think the right things needs to be done. We don't have qualified institutions to say this. We say the school. When you start a school right now, they say, "Oh, St. Teresa Convent, but go in the community, they got different community schools." Yes.
I mean, I can see your passion.
Yeah.
And as we get close to campaign time, you tell us more of your strategies.
No.
Yes, as you get closer, right?
Yeah.
How is the foundation, this Laike Ability Foundation?
The foundation is going well. Like I said, we are not there to tell you that we will do this, we will do that. We're working on it now, especially what I just come talking about. Our plan is to create the next generation. I have a 5 years old going to 6-year-old son, and I have a 2 going to 3-year-old son right now. I want them to have a better future. I'm a young man. The reason why I'm getting into politics is because I want to see young people growing. It's not about myself. It's about the country. We are too the word I want to use, I can't use it on radio. We are too selfish. It's all about ourselves. We need to create, that difference. We need to make sure that Liberia become our main target. It's not about ability winning and you taking money and say, "Oh, young people these days," especially some friends that I knew, like I told you earlier, I don't want to talk about this government, but I knew some friends before they got government position that saw me as a mentor, that talked to me, asked me for advice. But now they're into politics, they are into the government. So they got as old our time. They forget about
the struggle they were into.
So power change people.
Power change people. Some of them say, oh, let me get it, change power. Trust me, there is no difference between me and Kwame representative right now. I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm better than her or she better than me. She get, Chief, let's be honest. I mean, go first. I'm comfortable. I'm sure she's comfortable. But the change I want to see in the district is not providing it. I've been in politics for the past 3 years. I'm not just known in district number 4. The changes that I've been making is across the country. Go to her. Even the people that are contesting against that we are all in this race. I would say 90% of them in government. You in government, the change you want to make, you do it. Now you want representative, but you don't make a change. You in government. I'm not in government. I'm in the private sector. I've made more changes than them.
The more of you can come from I mean, to contest and represent, more folks coming out from the private sector now. I mean, to go into
less people,
and make a change.
I can challenge you now. Most of the people you see that's going into politics now, they are all into government.
They are all in it.
They are going there to say, okay,
well, I think I mean, I'm just trying to say, most of them, I will tell you about 60 to 70% of the people that are contesting for representative seat right now or senatorial seat or whatever, they are into government because of that selfish game. I'm from the private sector. District number 4, I think it's 90 or 95% of the people that are contesting, I can challenge whoever that's out there listening. 90 to 95% of the people that are contesting right now are in government. Especially my top 5 competitors, they are all in government.
Okay, leave that for us.
Yeah.
We're coming up with the top 3, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in every district, we start out by next week. We start from District 1. Your district is District number 4, doing from District 1 to 17. They must rather don't move on to Nike. So let's get some reaction from the public. His name is Laike Ability. He's Representative Hopeful on the True Breakfast Show this morning. Speak to the issue.
Yes.
Let's go for the issue.
Yes.
Before
you open it,
0153265. Call you be live on the Breakfast Show. This morning, let's pick up this activate. Mama, you're in the district. You way to Central Monrovia. Macklin Randolph, morning. I'm not going to the issue, man. Our Facebook friend request. Serious all the district, man. Still all the district, McLean. Okay. McLean, thank you. Okay.
What?
All right. Any political name go to see you. That's money. Anyway, thank you. Let's go a minute, please. Good morning. Okay. Someone said like you should pave the road. Oh, is it responsible? Anyway,
I mean, they are.
0770153265. Yeah, it says you should pay for the road, pay our road for us. Let's see if I can get this call on the line. Speak directly to the issue. What's happening with online? Morning.
Good
Morning. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You're not coming clear.
Are you getting me now?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's like for the inauguration. We want to see power to the working in the district, and we see what went for the past years for the young people across Nigeria, before. So we hope that we can make a better representation
Thank you. Let's go to line 2 and pick this caller on the line. Good morning. Morning. Okay. That's yourself the line. Let's see if we can pick this one on the line. Emma Hammer. Emma, all of your district, all the way from Cox City. Emma, morning.
Good morning.
Okay, his stance on drugs. What will be his stance on drugs and out of whatever. Everybody may forget about the war crime court and drug his stance on drugs. Morning.
Yeah, good morning. Let me say good morning to incoming lawmaker, District Number 4. My name is Brother Jerry Yahweh. I serve in the office for my people that the best lawmaker of this city. Let me say good to whoever like ability for his numerous contribution in District Number 4. As a matter of fact, District Number 4 and District Number 6 share Puno Bank. I so that take my own personal time to put COVID. Everywhere you go around the country there, you will get to understand that even the young people, the old people, no need you will hear about like ability. So this is the reason that we tell people you don't have to be a traditional physician before you do better. People come to the private sector with the mindset because they live with the people, they understand the side of the people. So the like ability, I do intention number 4, you have so many law people, but some of them are just there within their own time. Because we understand totality that come 2023, nobody going to the capital baby, but like ability. So I just bravo to you, Chief. Thank you for putting in the opportunity.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let's pick one more call. We'll have the folks from the CDC coming up shortly. It's the TBS. Good morning.
Good morning, O'Neill. Good morning, Representative Bobo, Honorable Naiki Ability. Good morning, people of the people using about 4 days like PCC, our Cocoman Board resident. I would like to say that there's on the issue of coming to the district and reuniting people through the youth empowerment. I think one key part of I've been busy for our district for a very long time. But for the two representatives I have witnessed in the district, youth empowerment has been lacking throughout the process. So coming in as a representative this time around, I get video better for his work. Number 4.
Okay. Thank you. Let's get our last call on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Woodie-Bravo, and good morning to Honorable Ability. I'm Mr. Moboye, and I'm calling you from Tubero. I think the Honorable spoke well, and he spoke directly to the issue that is confronting the people of Electoral District 4. That we always told people that we need people that will have innovation, we need people that will know the needs of the people, we need people that will directly have impacts on the livelihood of the ordinary people. And Honorable Ability is no different from those kind of leaders that we are looking for in District 4. For the concept of his entire life, even before getting into politics, he's been around the young people, he has developed the mind of a lot of young people. So bringing Mr. Laike related to the House of Representatives, I think it is an added advantage to the young people and all of the people of District 4. So I want to say, bravo to Honorability, continue your good work. Like we always told you that your legacy will live on forever and ever because you have been someone who has impacted the livelihood of a lot of young people through youth empowerment, through providing room for market women, through providing scouting for young people across the district, even before you get into politics. Now you are into politics, don't give up, always be focused, look at the bigger tasks ahead of you because you are the face of the young people in the Republic of Liberia. I'm not just talking about District 4. So I want to say bravo this morning and thank you for everything that you have said on the radio. Thank you again.
Thank you. All right. Yes. Larry, you can respond to the callers. Yes. We have supposed coming up shortly. Yes.
Yes.
I think the guy that called from Makibi, he was the only one I really asked question. Other people were just comments. But thank you for, all the callers. Thank you for calling. The guy from RGB, let me answer, even though it was the second question, but let me answer my take on the World Crime Code and Economic Crime Code. When it comes to that, when being a representative, it's not a selected position, it's an elected position. And there are people that are elected you. And to make such a decision, I cannot take it on my own. You understand me? So it's not about like getting in a position and forgetting about your people. Anything that I'll have to do in the House of Representatives, I must consult my people within the district. If my people say they are for it, I'm for it. If my people say they're not for it, I'm not for it. They don't want to put me there. Yeah. So the second one, he talk about the usage of drugs. Let me tell you something on you. I said it earlier. Before you build a house, you have to have a solid foundation. Unfortunately, Liberia is not the Liberia we know before. Parenting is not the parenting we know before. Because of this, the usage of drugs has increased. These days, the young people are not into school. The parents don't have money. So due to this, of course, that's the leading, reasons why there are young people in the streets. The usage of drugs. Let me tell you, it's not about me telling you today that, of course, you want me to say, oh, I'll be a rehabilitation center. Prevention is better than cure. I can tell you that I'll be a rehabilitation center when you know definitely that the problem will keep happening. In order to solve that problem, my dear brother and sister, we must do everything possible to get rid of the importation of drugs in our country. So, with that said, on you, Chief, we there. I know. I know.
What they say, you want your prayer. Keep your prayer. Keep your prayer.
Not prayer.
They say you want pray for the campaign.
No. We're ready for that.
Yeah.
The fact that we have people, being intoxicated in public. Only Liberia is the only place you can see people passing around bottle in their hand. Liberia is the only place you see young kids selling what are the names? Mustard, virgin, like alcohol, totally on our head. The parents will send the kids in the street. Liberia is the only place you see parents smoking in front of their kids. So of course, what they see is what they're going to do. We need to be better. We need to act better for our children to be able to improve themselves in the future. Before we say we point the government, let's have ourselves. Only today to the next speak on generational 4 issues. Every week we have one person dying in so clinic. Young people are harming each other. What is the government doing to keep our communities safe? Tomorrow, I trust tomorrow. I left tomorrow. Shara community, I will tell you, say big thank you to the police director there, Tisdale. He's doing extremely well. But look at so clear, Chief. Look at FDA. I will say this to you today. FDA in District number 4 has the least amount of kettles in District number 4. FDA, I did my survey, and they are doing extremely well on that. People are dying on a daily basis in District number 4. We need to act on it. To the caller from Kakata, Chief, I want to tell you, I want this our very rehabilitation center. I will tell you that we'll fight it. We'll fight the importation of drugs. Prevention is better than cure. Yes, we'll fight to do everything. I have a friend of mine who is now using drugs. I did my best personally to help him. But today, the guy was improving. He used to come visit my office. Today, she might know him. I'll call him and say, you never know where you get back on track. Because it's available to him. If you don't want cat to eat the fish, tell the fish not smell. Take the fish away from the cat. The cat will not touch the fish. So, to the people at District number 4, we'll do all we can to. This is not just something I'm saying on radio. I'm going to work towards it. The safety of the people matters a lot. As in my platform is written there that security is very important to what we are doing. So we'll do all we can to, to help the people in Division for drug usage is very much it's increasing. Kush is killing our people. You see nowadays, you see kids in the street walking as zombie. Yeah, Kush is way cheaper than surgery these days. Can we take it off the market? We can. We did it with tramadol. Tramadol is in the market. We took it out. So we can. I'm sure if you're listening to me, don't talk about the cure. Talk about the prevention. Take it off the market. The police, the DEA need to be vigilant when it comes to these things. So, Chief, I'm not somebody that thinks I will, but make sure that these things are under control. When definitely now, even when we will work towards it, Chief. So, thank you so much for the invitation.
All right. Great. The voice of like ability talking us up on the second segment of the TV. Let's get sports coming up right here on 96.1. The heart and soul of Liberia was making news in the world of sports coming up. On the Truth FM. Right now, we're supposed to have the folks from the Coalition for Democratic Change, the CDC. We're talking about the just ended primary. The passion for life. Sports is coming up. Nami Tapia is here to bring us sports this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Passion of Life. Samson Gray produced another outstanding performance in the second game of the preseason tour of Austria, playing the second 45 minutes of Victoria Plank's 3-0 victory over German Bundesliga top 10 Karlsruher XC. Liberian players updates reported. The Liberian defender, who is being evaluated at France, has now played 164 minutes in 3 of his test matches. He has helped to keep 2 clean sheets for the Czechs. In another development, IK Bridge on Sunday appreciated Seth Herbert for playing over 100 matches for the club. The Liberian, who is an assistant captain for Bridge, joined the Swedish second-tier side in 2019. He has made 110 appearances since he arrived at the club from Syrianska. The Liberian midfielder was recognized along with his teammate Alexander Zetterstrom, who has played over 200 matches for the club. Alexander is the team's first captain. Senior female professionals held Nima Girls FC to a 1-all draw at a weekend in a preseason match. Mami Calon scored the rescue of senior female professionals that was seen drowning in a tense preseason encounter that later ended 1-all draw at a Samuel Kando Sports Complex at this page. Nima Girls FC promised Azuba netted the Lungo for her side to put them in the lead against the Coach Girls. Chelsea have revealed their home kit for the 2023-24 season without a front of shite sponsor. The shite deal with telecommunications company Tree was not renewed when it expired at the end of last season. The Premier League blocked a deal with streaming service Paramount because of concerns about upsetting its broadcast rights holders. Chelsea decided against a shared sponsorship agreement with an online gambling company. The club's supporters trust had spoken out against such a partnership, although it is understood Chelsea had already ruled out a deal before that. In April, the Premier League announced that gambling sponsors will be drawn from the fund of sites by the end of 2025-26 season. Chelsea said the site will go on sale on the website and in their shop on 16 August, 3 days after their opening Premier League game against Liverpool. It will go on while still on August 23. And Paris Saint-Germain have assigned 27-year-old defender Lucas Hernandez from Bayern Munich for a reported 34 million euros. A 2018 World Cup winner with France, Hernandez, who won a triple with Bayern Munich in 2019-20, his first season at the club. After winning the domestic league and cup Double Hernandez helped Hansi Flick's team defeat PSG to win the Champions League. Hernandez, who played 27 times for Bundesliga champions and scored twice, has signed a 5-year deal. He played a key role in France's 2018 World Cup win in Russia, but despite being selected for the Blue in 2022 World Cup in Qatar, a knee injury sustained in their third group game, the 4-1 win over Australia ruled him out of the remainder of the tournament. They reached the final for a second consecutive tournament, but were defeated by Argentina on penalties. His younger brother, Theo Hernandez, plays for AC Milan in Serie A. That's all from our sports stats.
That's it for sports. Naomi Tati, I love it what she says. That's it for sports, folks. You listen off to the Breakfast Show 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia Truth FM. My name is Oni Roberts. Let's get a short music or brief out. We'll come back. We'll bring on the folks from the Coalition for Democratic Change, the CDC. We'll be discussing about the just ended primary, the primary, cutting across the 17 districts in Montserrat County. So Jimmy Tobe, Rosetta Jones, already here. Let's get a brief out of this music. Yeah, it's a TBS. It's a bit wet out there. If you're driving, just drive away with care. The roads are all wet. Fix yourself before you fix the country. 91 days for election. In the midst of all controversies. In the midst of all controversies. Fix yourself before you fix the country.
Country hot, country hot, chalet. They cannot get what to eat, even picking the food to eat. So we are the pray for country hot, chalet. Country hot, hot. Everybody feel the heat, even picking the food to eat. So we are the pray for We say fix the country. You say fix yourself. Fix the country. We say fix yourself. Hey, tell me who be the country. Tell me who be the country. Fix yourself. We say fix the country.
Okay, so fix yourself before you fix the country. So who'll be the country, Charlie? Now you'll be the country, now me'll be the country. Official Pa. Fix yourself, man. And don't forget the Country First t-shirt. The t-shirt is out. You need to get a Country First t-shirt. Well, it's a TBS 96.4 warrant. I'm seeing Jimin Toby, Rosetta Jones, all for the Coalition for Democratic Change. So much to talk about this morning. Yes, I'm trying to get on cameras. 91 days for election in the midst of all, folks. In the midst of all. Well, the CPPO, the Unity Party, the Coalition for Democratic Change, the LINU, the LPPO, Shekwiate, in the midst of all country affairs, election will definitely come and go. And this is the election period we're coming into. And we try to play our professional part as we get into the process, day by day. We're counting days. We started to count from 300 now to 91 days for election. So we are playing our part. And Liberians will make the decision on the 10th of October. Folks, welcome to Ray. This is the last section of the True Breakfast Show, 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia in the midst of all country affairs. My name is Oni Roberts. I'm seeing on camera already Jimmy Toby, and that of Rosetta Jones from the Coalition for Democratic Change. Reactionary tendency.
Abbas.
I want to do that. Reactionary tendency.
Abbas. Abbas. I give Bobo. Abbas.
Look, I can join you. Look, go ahead. Just do this for me. Yeah, Rosie.
Listen, people, Abba.
Wait, hold on. What else you got back in on this one? Reactionary tendency.
Abba.
Go ahead, Clara.
Abba.
Yes, good morning. How you all doing?
Oh, good morning, O'Neill, and good morning to the True FM family.
Yeah, so let's do a roundtable. Just tell your perspective where you play within the coalition for democratic change, the CDC. So let's start with Jimmy.
Okay, thank you, O'Neill. My name is Jimmy Aratobe. I'm from the Coalition for Democratic Change. I'm the primary committee of the Coalition for Democratic Change and the Secretary General for Region 6, which cover Babolo, Bomi, and Cape Mount in the just and the recent primary that was conducted by the Coalition for Democratic Change.
And my name is Miss Rosella Jones, Chair for Region 6, Congress of the Democratic Change. Thank you so much.
Okay, great. So it's great to have you all. I mean, this is Truth FM. That's what the network is. We're sending an invitation to all come and talk. And let the librarian people, let's talk about the just and the primary. How is it? And this part, what did you observe? You started from District 1, Moserado to 17. Let's talk about the primary. There was some satisfaction and dissatisfaction overall.
Thank you, O'Neill, and again, thank you for the invite. Let me say good morning to all of our partisans out there. Good morning to the peaceful and loving citizens of the Republic of Liberia. Good morning to President Weah. Good morning to Vice President Joao Taylor. And good morning to all of our kinsmen. And again, O'Neill, you know, this is my debut appearance for you. You know, the tough talking O'Neill Rabba, you know, you've been around. So I say, yeah, today I'm really the mayor, but I know it is a good thing that actually we came to, one thing. One is to discuss our just and the primary. Two is to thank our partisans out there for the conduct of a free, fair, and peaceful primary. And again, to inform the public, about our upcoming program, at the CDC party headquarters. O'Neill, you are aware that a few weeks ago, the Coalition for Democratic Change announced to the public that they were going to conduct a primary across the country, giving the ordinary partisans the opportunity to select their leader, those who will be representative and senator. You know, the Coalition of Democratic Change is a political institution that consists of non-political party. And the Coalition for Democratic Change is a democratic institution. And this is why we always tell the world that, look, in unity, success is sure. And that's where our strength lies. It's not that we don't have issue, we have issue, but we have the ability to come together as a party, resolve our issue and work together. Now, we said that we are a peaceful institution. The Coalition of Democratic Change constituted 6 committees, by which we divided the country into 6 zones. Okay, because you know that because we know we're near election. Yeah, we divided the entire country into 6 zones because we decided to have the primary simultaneously.
How was the primary conducted? I mean, did people apply? You won't talk about that. How was it done?
Yes. We're getting that. We're just setting the basis and to give people the whole idea because people will wonder, like, because you saw the primary taking place simultaneously in all the counties, in Moserado, in Kema, in Bon County. So, like I said, the coalition divided the country into 6 zones, and we constituted a 6 committee. Okay, so each committee responsible for the 2-3 counties, and each committee responsible for 2-3 counties. So now the procedure of the primary is so that we have people partisans applying. So you apply, you tested candidate apply, and then they went through the vetting process. People were qualified, some people were not qualified, and those who were qualified were given the right to contest in their district. So most of the county and most of the district, you have the 2 to 3 candidates contesting. Okay, so that shows a democratic process in which the people in the district and in the county make that decision to select, because the Coalition for Democratic Change not just wanted to sit out there and just a hierarchy, the leader making decision who to represent people in their district, because this partisan is citizens of the district live with the people in the district, so they know who are the best candidates to represent them on the party ticket.
If I get you right, I mean, you said people have to apply for the primary, whether you're a sitting lawmaker or your incumbent. Was it a strict mandate from the party that everyone should apply for the primary?
Yes, only and there's another thing. You know, like I said, the coalition constitutes of non-political parties. So the process of open to every qualified or partisan, people of interest. So that there are 2 things. You see, some of the districts where we have the 2-3 parties for their candidate, the first thing was consensus. The party had a consensus. If the consensus cannot hold, then we go through the voting process. That's a Democratic. For example, if MPP district want hire a candidate and move hire a candidate and they cannot have a consensus with it, but then so they are reporting a Democratic party saying that the people in the district make the decision. Okay.
That was all part of it.
Yeah, that was all part of the process. So that what you see in some of the counties and some of the districts, you saw some candidate one on one ballot. Some of the process where there was a consensus that there was only one candidate in that district.
How do you build that consensus? I'm a bit confused. Probably, maybe in this district, this process are also named.
Yes.
Well, there's some dissatisfaction. Did you register some dissatisfaction? They said, well, the primary committee didn't treat us well. This person was favored, but on the other hand, it didn't go this person way.
So now, only you see in electoral process, you know there will always be dissatisfaction. People always have issue. But the issue here is that what we are saying that if you ask about how the consensus will be, for instance, only if you are conducting an elections and you have only one candidate applying for that position in a specific district, automatically you know it's a web ballot. Automatically, you know,
so that applies to even the incumbent.
Yeah.
Let me just give a case study. All right, maybe Rosetta can come in or you can continue. For example, district number 1, Mangibi, where you had Tupperware, and that are from district number 2, Monserrato, Jimmy Smith. These were tough talking lawmaker from the Coalition for Democratic Change. When the result came out, the public was a bit surprised. What went wrong?
Yeah, you see, that's what we say when you the people like for Jimmy Smith district, the people made that decision in that district. So in that district, there was no consensus. Okay, so the two candidates were the contest in a race. So we left the decision with the people of the
Did
district.
he turn out for the primary? Did Jimmy Smith turn out for the primary?
Of course, he was defeated. Yes, he was defeated. He registered and he was defeated. You know that he registered all of our candidates that named our on the primary were registered candidates. Okay, and he was defeated. Like we say, you know,
what about Tupperware?
Yeah, Tupperware as well. So let's just go to the issue. Like for some like for this committee, basically we represent Region 6.
Okay,
Region 6 cover Babolo, Kema, and Bombing. So let me just drive it into. Then we went to in Babolo. We entered Babolo. We had two candidates in District 1 Babolo County, which was Zina Norma and Fatu Sherry. So Zina Norma won that primary. And you know, and in District 2, we also had Tom Tower who won the primary. In District 3, we have Apollo, we said who won the primary. Okay. So and the senatorial seat were Africa. So what we say is that we gave the people the opportunity to elect those that you know those who were. So you see today, you see Jimmy Smith is now on the election ticket. The decision of the people because the point was not because you are incumbent representative. Some of the representatives who are in a district for the past 6 years. Okay, so we get. I'm just saying some of them. I'm not being representative. I'm just saying some of them, and we cannot impose an individual on the people. So we say let the people them decide.
So I got this complaint, Jimmy. Jimmy, thank you. I think I'm getting more knowledge on this one. But I got this complaint from this political party, the PLP. You go into a marriage with them. The PLP says, well, there was just one single seat given to them. That was district number 70, where you have Bernard Blue Benson, DJ Blue. The rest of the county, no single person. And I say, how come? But you into a marriage, well, don't the people have some strongholds in some districts, apart from Monserrato, but maybe the county or senatorial level? You can't speak to this. You're part of the primary committee.
So only this is what we say. See, we'll go back to the same thing.
It's good that you're saying for like
that's what you see. The primary were open to the non-political parties. So based on a political party or a political party candidate lobbying with a lot of various parties within that district, it gave you the ability or the edge, the advantage to win that particular district for the primary. So failure on your party, you cannot compare among your colleagues and get the numbers of the people. You cannot bring the political democracy of not putting you on the ticket. Like I said, the first thing I was a consensus. So if the consensus cannot hold in a district, the next thing to go to primary. Which is a normal thing.
Okay? So there are not specific interest for somebody.
No. Only
this party side, they have a strong alliance, some big hands within the party. Did you hear some eardrop on this? Well, that person is a high profile person, so that seat price, nobody can try. You got an eardrop on that.
No, not at all. Because we're given a man to go to the country and to conduct a free, fair, and transparent process. And we went to the county We selected the delegates per party, 50% per party. 9 political parties came together and conducted that primary in the counties. So it was nothing like that.
There was no complaint. Nobody came complaining. That kind of noise.
So,
They people register. I mean, there was
yeah,
always
only
feedback. This feedback probably maybe the process. We're not satisfied with the process how the primary was conducted. Yes.
Only. Let me speak to that quickly. You see, that's what the first thing before we even carry on the conduct of the primary, we establish a grievance and ethics committee, where if the people have grievance and issues, definitely you will go to the committee. And as we speak, all of the grievance, have been handled by the party, by the committee. It's normal that you will not have an election, especially political party. And let me tell you this, like what Roberto said. Each political party in a district were to present 50 delegates, making up that every time the 50 by the 9 political parties, you will understand that each district have 450 delegates to vote for a specific candidate. Okay, so now what we are saying is that the people were so zealous, only able interested to know that for Babalu County district, for Babalu Bomi and Kimana that we cover, you will understand that because if you do the math, you understand that by already now political party, we're supposed to have 1,350 delegates, okay, per county. Now you understand that that district, we have almost 3,000 people. But the sound was so equal. You get me? And because of the numbers, we couldn't allow everybody to vote because we already have a benchmark, we have a procedure, we have a city that we needed to meet. So we needed the participation of all the political parties. Okay, so we say that we take at least 50%. Because understand that in all the counties, the political party, we don't have equal numbers of partisans. So because we don't want a political party to be maybe the Congress making 150, we will see the NPP bringing 200. No. So we said that because even as a political party, at least you can actually don't have 50 members or constituents in your county. So for the involvement of our political party, we said 50 delegates, which constituted of 450 delegates participated in each district. Okay, so out of those 450 delegates, the partisans went to the pool, voted a leader, and one of the things is that only the primary were conducted peacefully. The partisan, look, our in a convivial mood.
Serious dissatisfaction.
No, only it's obvious. It's obvious. No, even the national election, you can recall there are people who after the election they want to go, they reject the result. At the end of the day,
the result twice.
Okay,
so let's move on. The chances of them winning now, I think you're across this process already. Some of those who have won the various seats from district to county level, I think they have gone through the first phase of the elections commission. So that is behind them. Despite the high feeling will be there with some others. But let's move. Let's look at the chances of those who go on the party ticket. There are some saying, yes, you won the primary, but you're not going to win. It's a weak ticket. The CDC is going to fit in this district, that other district, because this party is on it. What are the chances? Let's talk about it.
Okay, thank you, Oni. First of all, I want to say that all of the candidates that just won, they just ended primary on the coalition. Their chances of winning is 99.9%, Oni. It's 99.9% because we were there. We saw how the citizens of the districts, how the citizens of the county voted for that particular candidate. We saw that people never went and manufactured vote. We saw the old lady, we saw the young guys, we saw the old men standing on the ring. You will not believe that even somebody didn't were conducting primary war really, but people decided to stay on the ring to exercise their political franchise. So we are saying that there's a reason why we didn't sit as a coalition, we didn't sit in our closet to just go and help candidates take up on the coalition ticket because the district are going to vote for you. So we say go back to the district, go back to the citizens. So if you have in each district, if you have over 1,250 citizens of that district voting for a particular candidate in the primary, so what you believe? They will tell you that automatically comes October 2010 that individual going to win the district, and I can show you that all the coalition candidates are going to win on their party ticket.
Very sure. Well, get a telephone line, there could be a different reaction to this. So, but let's do this round thing. Since you're talking about, let's start with Buffalo County with the CDC. Let's start with the candidates on the various ticket. District number 1 in Bapolo. I'm sure you're familiar with their names already
Yes.
because you're part of the primary committee.
Definitely.
Yeah, let's start from District 1 to District number
3.
3
Yeah.
in Bapolo.
Yes.
Let's hear the names.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I can call the name for Bapolo,
District 1.
District 1, we got Sinanoma, District 1, we got Kenny Wessel, District 2, we got Tom Tewa, District 3, we got Alfred Kewu, Senator.
So you see, Bapolo County, Sinanoma District 1 won the primary in our county.
1,500.
And we have Kano Witsel, who won District 2. In Bapolo County, we have Tom Tower. These are people who the people of District 1, District 2, District 3 who were willingly voted for.
So I will be interacting with some of your candidates on your ticket because you will not come be making the case for them.
Definitely.
They want to represent the people, so like brings into then. So let's move on to another country. That is Bapolo. Yes, go ahead.
I mean, only before we move to the next country, you wouldn't believe it. I mean, the mere fact that we carry the primaries to the people, telling them to choose their leader, to select who they want to lead them. I mean, it was overwhelming. It was the election, the primary in the county was free, fair, and transparent. Just so you know. And in my mind, I think I want to take time in the history of Liberia that primary will go to the favored district to select them.
And only another thing, look, to show you that the political democratic thing is a democratic institution.
You guys look
You
so
know,
relaxed.
you know,
It's
only-
election days.
only-
Hold on. The presence of the ticket, knowing the fact that you have other strong names in this district and county, you guys are so relaxed. Yes, in today's election day, all of your candidates on your party ticket just going to get a next.
Only we're in the district. That's the reason why we didn't stay in our comfort zone. We're in the slum, we're in the trenches to interact with the people. So we've carried the platform to the people. We're in the district, we saw for ourselves. We saw how the people were in a convivial mood to vote for that candidate. Matter of fact, this is the first of the count only in the Republic of Liberia. Yes, that's the first of the count. Okay, for a political institution to conduct a primary across the country in 1 week time.
The primary that ends midnight, there are some primary go up to 8, 9, 10 o'clock.
Only even the National Election Commission to conduct election across the country.
Look, the primary, very interesting. There's no primary, the county goes up to 1 a.m. Anyway,
That's the beauty of the primary.
okay, that's not an issue. Let's go
So
to the
let's go
real
to
issue.
Bomi
Let's go
County.
to Bomi
Yes,
County.
let's
Yeah.
go to Bomi County.
From District 1 to
To District 3.
District 3, yeah, Bomi County.
Bomi County, we got Pina Lasana District 1, we got Vani Marsha, we got Maja
Hatasaya. So
What's that?
yeah,
Yes.
you know Hatasaya, Representative Hatasaya. Okay, so to tell you that for Bomi Umpado, you know that we don't want to elaborate further on that, but it's a no
Okay,
go.
you finish with Bomi on this one.
You know that.
Yes, you also have a third ticket.
So the issue is that you know there are like I said the coalition, there are certain places where there will be a consensus. So for the senatorial in Bomi there are very consensus. So in subsequent time the coalition will be coming up as to who will represent the party on that ticket. So
the county nomination ends on Friday.
so that's what we say. It can even be a few hours from now. It can even be a few
Why
hours
are
from
we
now.
senatorial thing in Bomi now? Is that conflict of interest?
No, it's not complicated. Like I said, this is a political party, this is a democratic institution. We have consensus. Okay, so there are consensus going on, there are discussions going on the table. It's not political party. Okay.
So if you want the rightful president,
Yeah, definitely.
cross-pollination.
Yes, definitely.
Let's move on to the next county. So, Great Kidman County.
We got
District
two
1.
months out of District 1, we got Osprey Council District 2, we got Emerson Camara District 3, we got Mabusano Senator.
So you see, you see, so for the people.
Yeah, the people want you. They are resolved.
I actually answer really do. Yeah. He did Mabu Ewa Grand Kidman County.
Yes, he going to win Grand Kidman County, and with the support of the Coalition for Democratic Change. Look, that we say, Robert. This is why we said that. Look, you know, it's not an easy thing to conduct a primary, especially when you have non-political parties, and you know, coming up with a decision to select a single individual to represent them on the party in a specific district or county. So to tell you that there are people make up their mind that they're going to support the candidate. So they have all the support for the Democratic change. And these people, all of our candidates who won this primary, these are people who are being late, who are being in a district, who are being late with the people who are done well in a who are touchable. Okay.
So you have done Buffalo, Break It Round, Bombing County. Where next?
So like the three counties for our region.
So you can hit Monster rather. That one too heavy for the committee.
Yeah, no, but it's not like a heavy because we are part of the community. You know, we got the knowledge on it. But like we said, it was those three counties that were residing. But you follow the primary, okay? And it's.
I'm not hearing much from your chairman. The chairman Mobamu in this phase of election. 91 days for election, the chairman. I mean, the chairman, we're not hearing much from the chairman.
No, but when the chairman just spoke, the chairman just had a press conference 2 days ago at the party headquarters. So maybe probably you are not informed.
No, I said for me, the press conference, they were from regular that you're going through.
Yeah,
anyway.
the chairman will come. The chairman will come on you. I know the last time you were even calling on the head of state to come. Will come on you. But let me say that True FM is one of the stations that we got high regard for because you got always an objective in your analysis and in your discussion. So we basically came here to inform the public about the peaceful conduct of our primary, and we came to tell our partisans thank you for conducting yourself in your peaceful manner. Like today, the coalition of democratic change, the international community. And only one of the two we didn't record is that it will be that to understand that we even have international observer in every country, every district. We have the ECC, we have press, we have the USAID, okay, that monitors the primary, and they saw and they carried a report. So this is why we say that the point of a democratic change is a democratic institution that will continue to exercise that democratic tendency all across the country.
Reactionary tendency.
So when you another thing I want to touch, after we have conducted the primary, indeed we have to certificate all of our winners. So there will be a certificate program on July 14 where we'll call all of the winners of the just ended primary and able to certificate. And at that program, we have most of our partisans from the federal district, from the federal county to assemble. And then on July 17, we'll be having a taking program. So I will set up the President Bush we are. Okay.
So you winning all of the districts. As soon as I come to the presidency, you'll see a one-round victory.
But O'Neill, you think where you emanated from?
I'm not being in mind that our elections have been second round.
O'Neill.
Anyway, we'll leave that for another time.
Yeah, I don't want us to dive into that. I don't want us to dive into that because the one-round victory is something that is sure.
All right.
We are working. We are not just stating suppliantly. We are working towards that.
So of the two opposition political parties, let me just tease you on this one quickly before I flip the lines open up. You have the CPP and that of the Unity Party. Which of these political parties can have at least you're a little bit mindful, yes, going neck to neck, that you feel in your own mind, this is how me rather.
O'Neill, what I will say is that those people, they are just or not. On a sincere fair note, I'm going to tell you that the coalition is going to win this election on a war ticket.
Which other political party that you feel like is a fair rather to the coalition for democratic change?
No, I'm not going to tell you.
You're afraid of the CPP or that of the Unity Party, or maybe Lionel or Karen Gongolo.
All the people we have beaten them before. All the political parties, all the candidates, we have beaten them before. But we have beaten them before, you beat them again. So we are not really seeing it as the challenge. Our main challenge is to get our people to the pool to vote on October 10.
Great. Our main challenge is to get our people to vote on October 10. The voice of Jimmy Toby, Rosetta Jones, live on the Breakfast Show on Theodora Joshua Jones. Yes, I hope I got the name correctly.
Rosetta Jones.
Yes, on the TBS as well. Let's get the lines activated. We're talking about the primary, the just ended primary. These two quarter curls, Bapolu, Bombing, Grand Kidman County. They have divided the primary committee into zones. Therefore, on the zone 6. Yes, let's get the lines activated. Let's speak to the issue. 0770-153-265. Good morning. Call your name, please.
let me go to guess for the show. Some of the partisans said that the protest was transparent. So how did they address that thing?
Okay, some of the partisans said that the process was not transparent, so they will address that. Thank you. Speak to the issue. Morning.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. They talk, they talk, they talk, and they talk. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Go ahead. All right. Thank you. Let's speak on Emma Hammer. Emma, morning.
Good morning, Emmett.
All right. Thank you. Let's get more calls. We'll pick 3 more calls. We'll call it a day. Good morning. Morning. Welcome over. Go ahead. Yeah. Say that. You ask your question. Ask. Go ahead. Yeah, that's all. Then I'll get the lines activated for now. Go ahead. Okay, whether that PFP, whether that MPP, or that the CDC. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's why I'll make it interactive for you to participate. Morning. Morning. You want to introduce yourself? Tell us where you're calling from. I'm listening. Go ahead. All right, they talk and we'll listen. They talk, they talk. Morning. I'm hearing myself in the background. Move from your morning to morning. Okay, disrespect. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see our last caller. Let's see, get our last caller. Good morning.
I want to speak to the issue related to one student yesterday. Now, Japan was present at the just ended program. I want to it is called it is really and for the national president to speak for national radio to teleport information it is disappointing.
Okay, it's disappointing. Let's pick our last caller. Morning. Morning. Go ahead. Don't hold the line.
I'm honored people for Israel Masterity. I just want to say to your students, that time that they are talking about, you are not fair, you are not free, then you are not transparent. But the spiritual to achieve will be how is seeking and joyful.
Okay, folks. The guys from CEO Intellectual Center in Kiwi Street. Man, just forget about calling. Macklin Rana leaving you off today. You're not calling. Anyway, yes, you respond to the caller. Jimmy, listen up to the caller.
Yeah, thank you. Let me say, thanks to the caller for putting our points through and participating on this platform. Look, like we said, look, once you conduct a primary and once you conduct an election, you will not have 100% of the participant to be satisfied. There will always be dissatisfaction. That's why we said the grieving ethics committee is handling all grieving matters. As we speak, all grieving issues have been resolved by that committee. So all of our partisans, and you were also interested to know that even those candidates that lost the primary, we are meeting with them. The parties also meeting with them, and those people will also need them, to help campaign for the colleague and for the re-election of President we are. So we are saying that we are a coalition, we are a one political institution. There is no division. What we just did was to allow the partisan, give the partisan the opportunity to select their leader. And like Roland from Mikey, he said that the process was not transparent. But Roland not being fair to even himself. Okay, because in the coalition of a democratic change, just want to sit in a comfort zone and select a candidate. There was no need of sending people out there, sending people in the contest to go conduct primary. You saw it all on the social media. You saw it on video. There was recording. The press covered the entire primary. And there are a lot of recording even only after the program is shared with you. You will see live video. You will see people standing in queue. But every candidate, every district, every county have 3 or 0 at the primary. Okay, so how can you say the primary was not free, was not fair, and so? But anyway, we understand some of the issues. Let me respond to Tuba from Mikey. He said that we are struggling to justify the just and the primary. We are not struggling, Tuba. Let me say that we need all hands on deck. The Liberian people, the partisans of the Party for Democratic Change went to the pool, they conducted themselves peacefully and selected their candidate to represent them on the coalition ticket come October 10th. We're not the one who sat in our comfort zone to select people. Okay? You speak of Honorable Jimmy Smith. Yes. The process went on and he lost in a district. We cannot impose the people on him. The choice of the people, that the person will be represented on the coalition for Democratic Change ticket. So you're talking about dissatisfaction, MF from Canada. Yeah, MF, there will always be dissatisfaction. There will, even in our home, there will always be dissatisfaction among the children. But your ability to bring all the people together to resolve issues and work on a simple goal, that's what matters. And that's why it's key to the coalition of democratic change. That's why it's key to President Weah. This is why President Weah said, look, even though we have conducted the primary, but within the coalition of democratic change, there is no loser. We need all hands on deck. We need all hands on deck. So
okay, yeah, so far so good. Let's close up. Let's find a world. Hope to make this more interactive. Theodosia, right?
Rosetta. The man got
chapter something for non discounted. Okay. Yeah, Theodosia, let's hear a final word.
So let me say thank you so very much for giving us the opportunity, and especially to the primary committee chair, in person of Jefferson Koji. We want to say thank you so much. And we say, this July 17th, concerning the President Thank You program, I want everybody to come up because this is the one round. Thank you so much.
So,
go ahead.
Okay, let me say thank you to the True FM family. Let me say kudos to our listeners. Let me say thank you to all our partisans. who gave their time and leave their business schedule to get in the queue. Someone is stood on the line, someone is stood in the night to select their candidate to represent in the district. And let me say thank you to the chairman of the primary committee, Honorable Jefferson Tamakochi, for the level of work, for the confident reposing some of us to, carry on this free, fair, and transparent exercise. Again, want to say thank you to the Liberian people. We will be having a primary, we'll be having a certification program July 14 at the Coalition for Democratic Change headquarters. All of our candidates that just go on the Just and the primary will be certificating them. And then will be followed by a thank you program on the 17th. So we ask all of our partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers to be present. Only you are welcome.
So welcome, Oni.
Only you are welcome.
17th is my birthday, so that's
What?
his birthday.
Wow, happy pre-birthday.
Okay, happy pre-birthday on you. And we get a message to our
Leaders,
leaders.
we have to see how best we can help in celebrating this birthday.
Only we are rooting.
I mean,
party.
we're all Liberian. We all Liberian.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so if Josh Ria call me, I go. Joseph Boyka call me, I go.
That's what
call me, I
That's
go.
what I like about you, Oni. That's what I like about you. Before coming here, I told last night I told one of my colleagues, I said, he said, you know what? One thing about Oni, I said, Oni is an objective person.
This person.
Oh yeah, and beside him having the funniest voice on the radio, yeah, he's very objective in his position and the acumen. So again, Oni, thank you for the invite, and we look forward to having most of the interaction.
Thank you. This
Thank you
was
so much.
in the midst of all the country first. This I'll go on the breakfast show. Jimmy Toby, Rosetta Jones. Alison Baca didn't make it out this morning, but this I'll come through on the True Breakfast Show. They are for the Congress for Democratic Change, closing us up on the Tuesday edition of the TV. It's been wonderful serving you breakfast. We'll be back on tomorrow, same time, 7:30, in the midst of all country first. My name is Oni Roberts. Have a godly day. Bye-bye.